Good morning, it's Harvey Jackson. Just going to get through some news items here. So the proposed deal with Oman and Iran uh, definitely looks like it's going to give Iran more powers in the region as they're going to control the strait. So we'll just maybe just get into the news article that I've been kind of following. Proposed Hormuz deal gives Iran control of inbound traffic, sources say. Any control over the strait could be a major concession to Iran. And I think that even the 14-point plan that was close to getting agreed to with the 60-day pause or whatever it was, it's had a concession in there as well. Now we're just back at the table potentially, and there's back and forth saying somebody's not talking or Iran's not talking to the U.S. But um, yeah, obviously there's something going on because there's less fighting going on, and every time there's something like a disagreement, then they're starting to hit each other again. I thought this was interesting. Indonesia, so it may be a positive to a drought. Indonesia's salt mines are flourishing. You can see the production has increased almost twofold, uh, or no, more than that. 20 times maybe. Got 600 metric tons in July from 25 to 30 tons a year ago. But there still El Nino is suggesting that there's going to be some problems in early 2027 in the growing region. Surge in Black Sea attacks adds to strain on global commodity flows. So Black Sea, oil gateway, so this has been well known, but the tanker war insurance is jumping. So, Ukraine and Russia hitting each other are adding to more strain. And this is just a story that just talks a little bit, or there's multiple stories, but the Ukraine missile hits interceptor deliveries have fallen, so that's why a lot of missiles are getting through and hitting people. Oil refinery in Russia gets hit by drones. There's no defense on either side. It seems that's stopping either the ballistic missiles or the drones to get through. Quick look at the weather. You can see this weather system band basically moving in that direction, and there's obviously rain that's hitting the some of the core corn, soybean growing regions as we speak. Here's your precipitation 7-day outlook. You can see that a lot of the corn soybean area is going to have significant rainfall. You can see it here as well. But I'm paying more attention to Canada, and looks like the prairies are going to have some sort of rainfall. But you can see the reason that the market's not panicked on drought right now is it looks like there's going to be a lot of or enough rain. The other point that I just want to make, because there's been some low overnight temperatures, and I thought, well, I'll just pull this up. And in the last 7 days, there's been some pretty cool temperatures, and just it's a bit too early for us to have a frost, especially with some late seeded crops across a lot of those wet areas. Canola was down or traded up when I talked yesterday, and down at the end of the day, or basically flat, and it's still basically flat here. So canola 765, soybean oil same flat as well, 67.66. Crude oil trading at 75.92. Diesel fuel at $3.80. Soybeans flat at 11.75 ish. Spring wheat up a couple pennies at 6.86. Hard red winter up 2.5 cents at 7.16, and milling wheat up a couple bucks in Europe. Corn flat, just up at 3/4 of a penny at 4.37. Canadian dollar is just up slightly as well. So let's just get into it. You can see that just leveling off here right at that 61.8 retracement area, and caught just going sideways here at the moment. So really trying to figure out what direction we're going to try to move from here. We're down a fair bit from the high back up there just a couple weeks ago, but what direction are we going to go? If we break through this area, we've got some directionally downside. I don't know if we're going to get any lower than the short-term low that we made right back here just a month ago, but we'll have to see how this all plays out. So when you look at rapeseed, it is trying to create a bottom here, and they are in harvest pressure. So are we going to take signals from them? That's anybody's guess at the moment. Soybean oil Same thing. It's moved with the seeds, some of these other oil seeds down, and crude oil down. Soybean futures hasn't made the same move down as the canola and the soybeans seem to be taking the same cues here, or they're related or correlated a lot stronger than even the oil. Here's your palm oil. It does look like we're going to try to break out of that channel that I got built in there. Crude oil still looks like it's in directionally going down here, so that would be a good thing. $70 barrel is not out of the question in on the chart at the very least. Functionally, I don't know if it's all going to work out that way, but diesel fuel, nice move down as well, but we're basically just getting back to the May highs that were made on the September contract. Gasoline, trying to get back to some of the lows that were made back in the end of June. Canadian dollar, it does look like it's directionally going up. It hasn't made a new high in this area, but we're getting darn close right as we speak here. It just has to go up another fraction of a penny. Here's your wheat, and it's right at that 61.8 retracement value on the continuous chart. We did make new highs here. Now, are we going to make a higher low? Where are we going to make that to be able to make another higher high if that's going to fall or continue? But we are getting support right now at that 61.8 at the moment. Kansas, it's gone through the 61.8 retracement area, and it's up, caught between the 61.8 and the 50% retracement area there at the moment. Chicago, a little bit more length down. You got some moving averages that are supporting it, but it is trading sideways alongside all of the other wheats here. And your corn futures